Well, hold on. I need to catch my breath. Woo! Alright, so where do I start? I initially wanted to do another video, but I ended up doing a whole nother video instead. Does that make sense? I mean, I had this idea for a long time to do an a cappella version of a Metallica song, but I didn't know which one. I was inspired by, I think that was, I can't remember the artist's name. I just saw this meme, this Darling in the Franxx meme with the Master of Puppets a cappella just going like run, na na na. And I think that idea just sparked from there. And I wanted to do it for a long time, and then suddenly I had this idea to draw an abridged version of the Saint Anger album cover and shit. And yeah, that was like last year, and I either didn't have the time or I wasn't in the mood for it. Doing other shit like playing video games and shit. And of course, busy with school and whatnot. So finally, I just decided to do it. Even though I was working on a whole nother video beforehand, which I'll get to in a bit. I just really had this idea to put in something else for the snare, you know, to really sound authentic. And I was looking around my kitchen, testing out fucking bowls and whatnot. We got like tin bowls or fucking aluminium bowls, what they're made of. And I tested around, and I finally found a good candidate for it. Wanna know what it is? Like, I mean, you could probably guess. And no, it's not a trash can, like my friend pointed out. It is actually this. And so after 2 long weeks, I just finally fucking finished it. The toughest part wasn't actually the bass or even the snare itself. It was actually the kicks and the hi-hats and the crashes, cause I had to match. I didn't really had to, but I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I wanted to get it, you know, just right. But want me as close to the fucking original thing as possible. And so I slaved over for fucking hours trying to kind of make it perfect in a way, but at the end you could really tell I just had enough of it, and I left it like that, and I was like, fuck it, and like wasn't really in the mood to make it pitch perfect and whatnot. The easiest part of it was the guitars, actually, and the bass. The bass was the most fun part. No, you know what? It was actually the vocals. It was actually pretty fun to rewrite the lyrics to make him my own, because it's a parody after all, you know. You have to bring something original to the table. And so I thought, okay, well, fucking, why not just rewrite the goddamn lyrics and whatnot? That was actually the most fun part. But I had the most difficult time to come up with something for my lifestyle determines my death style. A rising tide that pushes to the other side. I really had a tough time coming up with some for that. It wasn't really, you know, all fun and games. Even though I do this only as a hobby. Speaking of hobbies, we're coming to the reason why I wanted to make this video in the first place. It's because of this. Now, you might be wondering what the fuck this is. Let me tell you a little story. It isn't nothing. I mean, it's just a bat with some scribbles on it. It's actually my it's a made up alphabet of mine, and I really wanted to write it on this bat because reasons. I like writing my own alphabet on stuff for whatever reason, whether giving it, writing the fucking name of the weapon or whatnot on it, or I don't know, just because I feel like it. Only I know what the fuck it says on it, but I'll just say it outright. It's a song. More specifically, it's Damage Inc. from Metallica on the Master of Puppets album. I got this idea because of the I don't know if it's not only on the t-shirt, it's the official fucking art of Damage Inc. With the skull and the spiked baseball bats and whatnot. It was actually really tough to write on this initially. I started out with a knife and a box cutter to see which one worked the best. It took me like half an hour to write a sentence and a half, and it looked like shit. So I just said fuck it and bought a milling machine to just make my life easier. And it came out almost perfect. I mean, to anyone, it doesn't really look that bad, but if I try to read it, then multiple mistakes will come out. Multiple typos, multiple fucking... yeah, multiple just fuck-ups. And after I made this, I had an idea to make a video on the alphabet that I made up and shit. Which I fucking wrote on a fucking piece of paper. And I just thought as the last video of the year, I thought I'd just show you what the hell I wrote on my stuff and shit, you know. Now, I don't exactly remember which one was the, because I got a couple of airsoft guns in here, and a lot of knives. I don't remember what was the first thing I wrote on, but I'm pretty sure it's this Glock field knife. I don't know, I just felt like my mom has a shitty milling machine. It was way less powerful than the milling machine I got for the bat. And it wrote on porcelain, on wood and whatnot. My mom has said it could also write on metal. And so I just wrote this on here. It says Fire Aspect from Minecraft. Because I felt like it. I don't know why. And at one point, I was really big into World War II, and I've watched a couple fucking documentaries and whatnot. I don't know what came over me. It was just a thing. I also watched the movie Fury. It was really a great movie. And I wrote Big Boy on this Airsoft 1911. To reference the little boy, you know. If you know, you know. And also because of Fury, I wanted to give my Mossberg a name. And because I watched a lot of Fury clips, I just decided it says here War Daddy. Because why not? Lastly, every airsoft gun I own had a name, and I wanted to name my G36 too, but I didn't know what to name it. And so one day, I don't know what was my inspiration, I just wrote here on the thing, on the whatchamacallit, on the side of on the fucking, under the shell ejection port. I wrote instigate. That's a wordplay from the Romanian word instigator, instigator. It's more of a, you know, urbanization of the word. For example, you say, when you want to sound more urban, you don't say sunt un instigator. You don't say that, you just say cam instigeci. And that's about it, really. As I said before, this will be my last video of the year because I'm gonna be really busy starting September because of school and shit. And I won't be in the mood to post anything because I'll be playing video games and studying. But I know ain't nobody gonna give a shit because this video is gonna get like 20 views max. But anybody who's listening and who's stuck around till the end of the video, thank you. That's it for now. See y'all next year.